But today Pattadakal, it is a UNESCO site or World Heritage Site. Today 3 UNESCO sites in Karnataka state here: Pattadakallu, Hampi and Belur Halebeedu. Why this is UNESCO site here? Because in this complex you can see three types of temple architectures in one place here. Here you can see North Indian style temple architectures, South Indian style temple architecture and mixed architecture. All of them. This is North Indian. Galaganatha is North Indian. Sangameshwar is a South Indian here. This temple built in 8th century AD. So this is a 800 years older than Hampi. Only two architects they built these two temples in 733 to 45 here. Then you can see 18 windows in this temple, sir. But every one windows have different carvings. 18, 1-8. Yeah. So bikini dress, miniskirt, bob cut, variety bag used in 8th century AD. I have given about the important information for Chalukyan monuments, Padami, Pattadakal, all these monuments.
പട്ടടക്കലാണ് കേട്ടോ. പട്ടടക്കൽ ടെമ്പിൾ കോംപ്ലക്സ് ആണ്. ഒരുപാട് ക്ഷേത്രങ്ങളുണ്ട്. പക്ഷെ വെറും ക്ഷേത്രങ്ങൾ മാത്രമല്ല കേട്ടത്, യുനെസ്കോന്റെ വേൾഡ് ഹെറിറ്റേജ് സൈറ്റിൽ പെട്ടതാണ്. ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള A to Z കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മളൊരു ഗൈഡിന്റെ സഹായത്തോടു കൂടി ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലാണ് എല്ലാവർക്കും മനസ്സിലാവുന്ന രീതിയിൽ തന്നെയാണ് ഇത് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ പുതിയൊരു എപ്പിസോഡിലേക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും സ്വാഗതം. പട്ടടക്കലിന്റെ ചരിത്രം ഇവിടെ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട് ചെറുതായിട്ട്. ചാലൂക്യ രാജാക്കന്മാരെ കിരീടധാരണമൊക്കെ നടന്നിരുന്നത് ഈ ടെമ്പിൾ കോംപ്ലക്സിലാണെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. എന്തായാലും നമുക്കൊന്ന് പോയി നോക്കാം.
I think better to stand in front of this temple here. Okay. First of all, I will heartily welcome to you Pattadakal monuments here. This place called Pattadakallu. It is not Pattadakal. What is the meaning of Pattadakallu? Pattada, it means a crowning or coronation. Rajabhisheka. Kallu, it means a center or place here. So Pattadakal, it means it was a crowning center of the kings and governors. They have written one inscription here inside this temple. From 6th to 12th century AD, 98 kings and governors they took coronation here. 98. Who they took coronation here? Badami Chalukyan kings, Rashtrakuta kings, Kalyani Chalukyas, Kalyani Kalachuras and their governors also. 98 people they took coronation here, 6th to 12th century AD. Why they took coronation here only? Because according to Hindu mythology or mythology here, so which river flowing from south to north direction? River. That river and bank of the river both are holy, very pavitra. So in front of this complex one river is there, sir. It is called Malaprabha river. That is a flowing in this place only, south to north direction. So that river and the bank of the river both are holy here. It was a holy place in those days. That's why 98 kings and governors they took coronation here. Pattabhisheka. Pattabhisheka, it means a crowning center. But today Pattadakal, it is a UNESCO site or World Heritage Site. Today 3 UNESCO sites in Karnataka state here: Pattadakallu, Hampi and Belur Halebeedu. Why this is UNESCO site here? Because in this complex you can see three types of temple architectures in one place here. Here you can see North Indian style temple architectures, South Indian style temple architecture and mixed architecture, all of them. And what are the temple architectures in India? They are only in this complex here. Then here one temple is there. It is a perfect Hindu temple architecture in Pattadakallu. It is a good proportion and perfect Hindu temple architecture. So in this complex you can see three types of temple architectures with a perfect Hindu temple also here. That's why today it is a UNESCO site or World Heritage Site. And this complex built in the 8th century AD. Who they built here? Badami Chalukyan kings. So Chalukyan kings they ruled here from 6th to 8th century AD. But 6th to 7th century AD they built so many temples in Badami and Aihole. But this complex built in 7th to 8th century AD. And here they built only Shiva temples, sir. Only Shiva temples are here. Why they built only Shiva temples here? Because in 6th to 7th century AD, Chalukyan kings they were Vaishnavas, Vishnu followers. After 7th century AD, they converted to Shiva followers here. And here everyone temples built by sandstone here. This is a local material. This sandstone they brought from the hill that side here. You can see one white temple is there, na? Below the temple, Chalukyan quarry is there. So this stone they brought from that quarry here. So this is a local material here. Temple architecture only built by sandstone here. But inside you can see Shiva lingams. But lingam it is not carved in sandstone because that is eroding by the water. So lingam only it is carved in granite here. Granite stone they brought from Lakshmeshwara. So Lakshmeshwara, which is 120 kilometers away from here, they brought from there and they carved the Shiva lingam and sometimes they carved the Nandi also in the granite stone here. And these are 1300 years and more than 1300 years old temples, sir. You know, Chalukyas they started temple architecture in South India in 5th century AD. So in Aihole, if you go to Aihole, 1600 temples are 1600 old temples are there. But in those days, what they used inside this construction, but here some temple they fallen down by the floods here. But in Aihole, River is very far away from there. They are not fallen down, not reconstructed by department here. But what they use the materials inside this construction. Today we use the cement for joining the stone here. But in those days they did not use cement and they did not use the mortar here. They used iron pins here, sir. Look at this one here. This is iron pin. You can see this here. This is iron pin.
What is this?
Iron pin, sir.
Iron pins.
Yes.
So what
You know,
is
one
this
by
for?
one stones they interlock by the I-shape iron pins here. One side one stones interlock by the clips here. They used iron pins and clips in those days for interlock system here. Okay na? So they use the iron pins. That's why more than 80-85% is temple. They are good conditional, and few temples only they are fallen down here. And this complex is a Shiva temple complex, I told you. But in those days, Chalukyan architect, he was thinking like an engineer. Today, what they are doing here, engineers, before they are doing the construction work here, they are doing the drawing sketches. It means blueprints in the paper and computer. But today we have computer paper here. But in those days, no computer, no paper. But architect, before he built like this active temple here, worshipping temple here, they tried small temple like that here for the prototype here, for the knowledge, prototype of architecture, miniature of architecture. First they build like the temple here, and that is not used to worship, sir. That is called Kadashiddeshwar temple. How do Kadashiddeshwar temple that is called?
Okay.
Kadashiddeshwar, it means Shiva Ben is watching the and protecting the forest
not
here.
an actual temple,
But it
it
is
is a
not an
prototype.
active temple, it is a prototype of temple architecture, I told you, because inside no parikrama, passage is not there. Outside you can't see vehicle of Shiva, bull hall is not there here. You go your way. How don't for you, which is used to worship in those days here. So where you can see vehicle of Shiva, vehicle of Vishnu in front of the Hindu temple here, that temple only used to worship. Then where you can see parikrama like this here, and where you can see the Kumbha water pot on the top here. That temple used to worship. So you go here in India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari in India. So in those days, what are they used to worship here? They kept the Kumbha on the top here. They made the parikrama like this here, and they kept in front of the temple in Hindu temple here. Vehicle of Shiva, vehicle of Vishnu. So it is so easy for identification of the live temples in India. But once upon a time, this temple is used to worship. There is not used to worship, because in front of this temple you can't see the vehicle of Shiva. Nandi Mandapa is not there, but here you can see Nandi Mandapa outside there. But Nandi is gone away from here. I think so many statues, local people, they have taken away from here, because these are all the monuments acquired by government in 1958 AD. But before 1958 AD, local people, what they want here, they have taken away from here, not destroyed, sir. They kept in other places here and used to worship. But after it is gone away from here, this Nandi, it stopped to worship, sir. But once upon a time, it was a perfect architecture. This is called Galaganatha temple. It is a perfect North Indian style architecture. Look at this one. It is looks like a trikonakriti, triangle shape like this here. No steps here. And in North Indian styles, you can see Amalaka architecture on the top here, gooseberry. And in front of the gooseberry, Amalaka.
Can you tell me the
This
name?
temple name is Galaganatha temple.
Galaganatha.
Galaganatha, it means when Shiva drank the poison, he put in throat here, na? It is called Galaganatha, Vishakanta, Nilakanta. Okay, na? But this is a Galaganatha temple is North Indian Shikara. It is a looks like a trikonakriti, no steps there here. And on top you can see Amalaka, gooseberry carving on the top here. The North Indian Nelikai. And North Indian Shikaras, they have Hindu god sculptures in front of the Hindu temple. You know, here one Nataraj it was there is a fallen down, this gap place.
This gap.
Yes, in this gap place. But this architecture, Nataraja sculpture and Vishnu sculpture, they kept in front of the North Indian Shikaras only. It is not kept in front of the South Indian Shikara. You can see that side here. Okay, na? But there is a fallen down here. But once upon a time, it was a perfect architecture. Garbhagraha, Parikrama, Sabha Mantapa, Mukha Mantapa, Nandi Mantapa, everything are here. But inside this Garbhagraha, Shivalingam is a good conditional, but a pedestal is broken here. I think this pedestal is broken by the local people for gold and silver. Because always local people, what they think in mind here, but of the pedestal they kept the gold, silver. So they broken this pedestal or a pita here, then they looted gold and silver. They kept something there. But lingam is a good conditional, I told you. You go everywhere in India, how they count the lingam? So you cannot see another place, but you can see perfect here. How they count the proportion of the lingam once upon a time. You can see lingam, it means so you are looking only upper part of the lingam here. It is not only lingam. So below this upper part, you can see remaining two parts here, square and octangle. Look at that one. Square, it is a symbolic of Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma. Octangle is a symbolic of Ashtabhuja Vishnu, 8 hands Vishnu. And last part we call Shiva Linga. Linga, it means a circle. Shiva, how is there? In the circle form. So you worship Shiva, na? So you are Shiva followers. You worship Vishnu, na? You are Vishnu followers. Okay, na?
Okay.
And everyone Hindu temple in those days, they should have a kumbha on the top. You can see there. There is a kumbha water pot on the top. But kumbha, why they kept on the top here? But that is kept on the live temples only. Because the kumbha they kept on the top here for the holy. Because kumbha, it is a symbolic of Ganga river. Ganga, how she is a holy of Hindu people here, na? This temple also holy like a Ganga. But you know, that is a Sangameshwar temple, sir. Nothing there inside. We're not going there inside here. We're going to main temple. But this is a perfect South Indian architecture. Because now South Indian architectures, they have stepped architecture here. Stepped, you can see there. Not like this Trikona triangle. And South Indian architectures, they don't have a gooseberry, amalaka, nellikai.
It is not there.
And in front of the Shikara, no Nataraja there. No Hindu god sculpture here. So this is a perfect South Indian architecture. Sangameshwar temple, it is called it. Sangameshwar, it means Hariyat. Yeah, South Indian. This is North Indian. Galaganatha is North Indian. Sangameshwar is a South Indian here. But Chalukyan architect, before he built this temple, they tried this small temple like a prototype here. And before he built this temple, they tried the temple like a prototype here. Kadashiddeshwara. Okay, na? We go to main temple, sir.
Okay,
And I will explain there. Okay, na?
Thank you.
Come down.
ഇവിടുത്തെ ഓരോ ശില്പങ്ങൾക്കും ഓരോ കഥകൾ പറയാനുണ്ട്. അതെല്ലാം നമ്മൾ വിശദമായി ഈ എപ്പിസോഡിൽ കാണുന്നുണ്ട്. ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാത്തവർ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യണേ.
You know, totally 9 temples in this complex here.
In this whole Pattadakal.
In this total Pattadakal complex, total 9 temples here.
Okay.
But 4 temples are important here. Remaining all temple they built for only knowledge, for the architecture knowledge. They built the temples here, not used to worship. 4 temples they used to worship here, and they are important. So what I show first here, Galaganatha Sangameshwar temple, they also used to worship in those days. But you have seen the Sangameshwar temple, that bull face is a broken here. After it is a broken, the bull face is a stop to worship there, sir. But nothing inside. They not carved the sculptures inside the pillar hall, and outside, so that is incomplete here. So Sangameshwar temple is incomplete by the famine in those days here, because they not grow the crops here in the not rain the fall. So rain, when it is not fall down here, now we're not growing the crops here. Kings also did not collect the taxes by the people here. That's why this Sangameshwar temple is incomplete here. Nothing there inside. And Galaganatha temple is I told you that a pedestal is a broken here, and Nandi is gone away from here. That's why it is not used to worship today. But today it is not used to worship. But once upon a time that is used to worship here. But that Sangameshwar temple and Galaganatha temple famous for only architecture, nothing there inside. And remaining 2 temples famous for the architecture and sculptures here. What are the 2 temples famous for the architecture and sculptures here? Virupaksha and Mallikarjun temple.
Where is Mallikarjun?
This is a Mallikarjun temple behind. Yes, that one. But these 2 temples, they have Vyasara architecture. Vyasara, it means North Indian, South Indian mixed together. Look at that one temple here. Behind of the Shikara, there is a Dravidian style like this here. In front of the Shikara, you can see a little bit Nataraja sculpture there in the pink color stone. So that part is not in Mallikarjuna. That is a part of what is in front of the Shikara. That is a part of the North Indian style. It is called Shukanasi. And behind of the Shukanasi, what is that one here? That is a Dravidian style architecture. So front part is North Indian, back part is South Indian. So that is called Vyasara architecture. Mixed architecture. Vyasara, it means mixed architecture. But today, Virupaksha temple is the most important temple in Pattadakal, sir. Why? Because this is a perfect Hindu temple architecture in Pattadakal.
In Hampi also.
Yeah, like the same Virupaksha temple you can see in Hampi, sir. But Hampi Virupaksha temple built in 16th century AD. 16th. This temple built in 8th century AD. So this is a 800 years older than Hampi. Then Hampi Virupaksha temple built by the granite stone and by the Vijayanagara kings. But this is a red sandstone. Pattadakal temples built by red sandstone here, sediment rock here. And this is built by the Chalukyan kings. That is built by the Vijayanagara Hampi. Both are same names. And Hampi Virupaksha temple and Pattadakal Virupaksha temple used to worship here. But these 2 temples famous in Hampi and Pattadakal. Here also you can see Virupaksha temple. But how is the Hindu temple architecture? You can see in the Virupaksha, in this temple here, enclosure here. I'm telling about the enclosure, not only temple here. You know, suppose you put it only 4 stones on the ground here, na, it is not a Hindu temple. Hindu temples, they should have a 7 parts.
Let's walk and discuss.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
So Hindu temples, they should have a 7 parts in the horizontal line. Landscape, on the landscape. 7 parts are here. On top you can see 2 parts. So Hindu temples, they should have a 7 plus 2 architecture here. 7 parts in the landscape, I told you. What are the 7 parts in the landscape here? First, water. Always Hindu temple, they in front of the water, look at there. Because in those days, Hindu people, before they were coming to temple here, they were taking bath. It is for Pavitrate. Second one is gateway of the temple, Dwara Mantapa. Third one is vehicle of Shiva, vehicle of Vishnu, Nandi Mantapa or Gaudaratha. So this is a Shiva temple and Nandi Mantapa is there. But always Nandi Mantapa, Dwara Mantapa, water, they are separated from the main temple. They are separated. Here Hindu temples, they should have a smallest entrance hall like this here. It is not a big size. So why they build like the smallest entrance hall here? Because this entrance hall in those days, they control the crowd people here. How they control the people in those days here? So they did not put the security in front of the temple here. So this entrance halls, they control the crowd people by itself here. That's why it is built smallest entrance hall. This is a fourth part of temple in front of the main temple here. And praying hall, fifth part of temple, there is a praying hall. And there is a sixth part of temple, Garbhagriha. Seventh part of temple, there is a passage, Parikrama. Then surrounding of temple, Chalukyan architect, he built the compound wall here. He built enclosure of the temple architecture here. Prangana, it is called it in Sanskrita. You can see these all things fallen down here, sir. 34 Shiva's family god temples, they built this enclosure, Prangana here. Totally in 8th century, Chalukyan architect, this Virupaksha temple, they built like a Shiva's Kailasa Parvata, Shiva's paradise, heaven. So, this is a perfect architecture, that's why today it is a UNESCO site. So, Vikramaditya, second Vikramaditya, two wives, they built two temples in Pattadakal. Who was the first queen of the king? Her name is Lokamadevi. She built a Virupaksha temple here. That's why this temple, it was known as a Lokeshwar temple in those days, in the inscription. Today it is called Virupaksha. Who was the second queen of the king? Her name is Trailokamadevi. She built a Mallikarjun temple behind of the Virupaksha temple here. That is built by the Trailokamadevi. It was known as a Trailokeshwar temple in those days, inscription here. So Trailokeshwar temple today it is called Mallikarjuna, and the Lokeshwar temple today we called here Virupaksha here. But these two temples are built in 733 to 745 AD by the Sarvasiddhi Acharya and Nivartacharya Gunda architects here, sir. Only two architects, they built these two temples in 733 to 45 here. But this side you can see Vishnu sculptures. This is Shiva temple. Why they carved the Vishnu sculptures here? Look at this one. This is the Vamana Trivikrama. You know, Vishnu came in the Vamana avatar in the with umbrella here, and Bali Chakravarti is giving donation here. After he has given donation, Vishnu he grew up to sky here. First step Vishnu kept on the sky, earth here. Second step he kept to sky. Third step he kept on the demon head, pushed back to hell. This story is very famous in Diwali festival time, and is famous in the Onam festival time in the Kerala. This is a Bali story, Bali Chakravarti story. And this you can see Sthanika Vishnu. Vishnu is holding Shankar Chakra in the hand. But this is Shiva temple. Why they carved the Vishnu sculptures here? Because this Vishnu sculptures they carved in the Shiva temple here for equality of the Shiva followers and Vishnu followers. And then you can see 18 windows in this temple, sir. But every one windows they have different carvings. 18, 1 8. Yeah, 18 windows. This is a flower decoration window, and this is a snake decoration window. Because top of this window you can see hood of snakes here. And this you can see Ardha Nareshwara sculpture also, half Shiva, half Parvati. But everywhere this Ardha Nareshwara sculptures, Chalukyan architect they carved here for equality of the males and females inside the temple also. So male and female they are not equality in the society here, but they want to say by this sculpture male and female both are equal inside the Hindu temple. And today it is a active temple or puja temple here, sir. Because you can see inside the Nandi Mantapa, Nandi is a good conditional, it is inconditional in the Garbhagriha. Shiva Lingam, Nandi both are good conditional where you can see good conditional of Nandi Shivalinga that is used to worship by the local people who don't think about the another sculpture. These are important here, main deities. And go off here also, Lingam and Nandi it is carved in granite stone here, and remaining all the temples built by sandstone. I told you, take it picture. And after you took the pictures, please come this side. So who are our group members? Please come here.
Name of this Virupaksha.
Virupaksha. Virupaksha it means when Shiva is opened the third eye, sir, it is called Virupaksha. For when he opened the third eye. Virupa it means ugly.
Oh.
Akshay it means eyes.
Okay.
So when Shiva is opened the third eye here, he looks like a ugly man.
Ugly man.
That's why it is called Virupaksha name. And he burnt what is that Apasmara Rakshasa here.
What is the name of the Rakshasa?
Apasmara.
Apasmara.
And river, Malaprabha river, it means water separated here. Smallest entrance hall, biggest praying hall, Garbhagriha is high here, and passages you can go around like this here. And Hindu temple, sir, you can see four sculptures, they are most important here. What are the four sculptures most important Hindu temple here? They are like an ornament of Hindu temple, sir. You know, without of ornament, Hindu people, they cannot live here. Hindu temples also, they have ornaments in Hindu temple here. What are the ornament of Hindu temple? They are four sculptures. What are the four sculptures ornament of Hindu temple? First, inviting couples, these are first ornament of Hindu temple, sir. But both side you can see two inviting couples here. This side you can see rich inviting couple, this side you can see poor inviting couple. How don't say rich and poor here? Because can see this lady cloth here, very thin. Looks like a silk here, and more ornament on the body. And this side you can see thick cloth here. This is a poor couple, and less ornament on the body here. Why they carve like this sculpture? Rich inviting couple, poor inviting couple here. Because in those days, architect and sculptor, he want to say by this sculpture here, males and females both are equal inside the temple. They want to say by this sculpture. Then they want to say here, rich people and poor people also both are equal inside here. I think rich and poor people, they lived in Chalukyan time also, not today problem it is. So it is inviting the male and female, rich and poor people. Then they want to say here, all are equal there inside. So this is the first
Great
ornament
vision.
of Hindu
Great-
temple.
Great vision.
Yes. And second important sculpture, doorkeepers. But you go every Hindu temple, doorkeeper sculptures, they are most important here. Where they not carve the doorkeeper sculptures on outside, they not put the statue inside the Garbhagraha. How they are important here? It is important like a Garbhagraha statue, main deity. Suppose they not carve the doorkeeper, they don't put the statue inside the Garbhagraha. How we used to worship the temple? Really, this sculpture, doorkeeper sculpture is important like a main deity. And these are Dwarapalakas, Bhadra, Veerabhadra.
Both are same.
Both no different. Bhadra, Veerabhadra, Dwarapalaka sculptures of Shiva, Jaya Vijaya, Dwarapalaka sculptures of Vishnu, Danda Pingala, Dwarapalaka sculptures of Surya Narayana. Both are different doorkeepers. And third important sculpture, Shankanidhi, Padmanidhi sculptures here. He is holding conch shell here. He is a Shankanidhi. No, this side Shankanidhi. He is holding Shanka. He is holding flower. So Shankanidhi, Padmanidhi, these are gods of wealth in Hindu culture here. What is the wealth in our life here? You know, money, cash, it is not a wealth. Property, it is not a wealth here. Good health, good character, good knowledge. These are wealth in the life here. What is important life here? Giving by this sculptures here. Shankanidhi, Padmanidhi, these are gods of wealth. Nidhi, it means wealth here. Kuber is not a god of wealth. Kuber is a god of prosperity. Why they carve these sculptures in the temple here? Because Hindu people who they come to temple now, they are crossing these two sculptures here. When you are crossing here, they are giving to you good health, good character, good knowledge. Not giving money, not giving land here. Really. These are most important here. This is third important sculpture, third ornament of Hindu temple. Fourth one is Ganga Yamuna river. You can see in front of the Garbhagraha. And you can see in the top here, this is Surya Narayana sculpture on the top here, Surya Deva. But always Surya Deva, he is riding on the 7-horse chariot. You can see below sculpture, you can see 7 horses there. You know, this side 3 horses, this side 3 horses, middle you can see 1 horse.
Horse.
Yeah, horse.
Where is horse?
Yeah, you can see here, this side, middle one, down. But 7 horses, sir, sun god always riding on 7-horse chariot. Why? Because sun god,
Okay.
he is riding on 7 horse here, na? 7 horses symbolic of 7 days and 7 colors in sunlight. And Aruna riding his chariot, look at there, Aruna. And top of the Aruna head, you can see sun god standing in the chariot with 2 wives here. 2 wives are there. This side 1 wife is there, and this side 1 wife is there. They are holding bow in the hand here. 2 wives are symbolic of day and night here, sir. 7 horses symbolic of 7 days. 2 wives symbolic of day and night here. But always you can see in India, standing position of sun god sculptures here, not sitting position. Because sitting position of sun god is a symbolic of night. Standing position of sun god is a symbolic of day. So they show in the sun god sculpture here, deity is important in life here. So don't waste the daytime. They want to say by this standing position of sun god sculpture in India. Date is important here. So look at that one. So when a day is happening here, na, how people they are celebrating day here. They are dancing together and throwing the flowers on the sun god here. Really. Come inside. And in this temple you can see totally 18 pillars are there. 18 pillars, 18 windows they carved in this temple here. Why they used 18 windows, 18 pillars also here? Because 18 you know the Puranas, holy Puranas Hindu culture, sir. 18 holy Puranas in Hindu culture here. So that number they used to pillars here, that is used to windows also here. What are the holy you know the Puranas or mythological stories in Hindu culture? That number they used to pillars. And every one pillars they have different carvings here. I think Hindu temples it means that these are book of our life, sir. You know in those days no books, no pen, nothing there. But how they show the lifestyle here? They carved by this sculpture. Can see? They want to say by this sculpture here, this is Ayurvedic medicine, Ayurvedic massage. They used Ayurveda in those days of people. Can see this lady, she is a grinding herbals. She is a protecting Ayurveda. She is doing massage. She is a queen, she is a sleeping on the bed here. They used Ayurveda in those days. They want to see by this sculpture. And this you can see Shiva Kailasa Parvata in the Shiva temple here. Shiva, Parvati, Ganesha, Kartikeya sitting together, and people they coming to Shiva's paradise for worship because they are holding garlands in the hand. And look at one Ganesha sculpture, sir. That is in right side here. Trunk. Trunk you can see right side. Where you can see right side trunk here in the Ganesha sculptures. That is a Siddhi Vinayaka. It is not only Ganesha. Siddhi Vinayaka, it means what you want here, he is giving everything. This is Siddhi Vinayaka Ganesha. On top you can see two elephants, how they are fighting against here. I think in those days the elephant fightings they used to gambling games here. Today we are fighting by rams and cocks here, na? In those they use the elephants here for the fighting. Gambling games. They used to gambling games. And then you can see this side here, Shiva Kailasa Parvata. Shiva is dancing in the Kailasa Parvata. That side sitting together, this side Shiva and Parvati dancing in the Kailasa. This is Kailas. On top you can see how they were hunting animals here. They were hunting the animal soldiers also. And this is the Bhagiratha story, sir. This is Bhagiratha. You know Bhagiratha Rishi, monk, he is doing meditation here. Then he brought it Ganga river from the paradise. When Ganga is coming to earth here, Bhagiratha is saying to Shiva Parvati here, Dhanyavada, Dhanyavada, like this. So this is a Bhagiratha story. And this sir you can see Trimurti sculpture. Brahma, Trimurti. Brahma, Brahma's wife, with wife also. Shiva and Parvati in the middle. She is the assistant of Parvati. Last Vishnu sculpture because holding wheel and conch in the hand and two eyes of Vishnu. So always you can see Vishnu sculptures in the middle. But here they count the Shiva sculpture in the middle. Why? Because this is Shiva temple. So here they have given priority to Shiva. So everywhere in the Vishnu temple you can see Vishnu in the middle sculpture. And this side you can see Pancha Pandavas. Pancha Pandavas, yes, sir. And Bhima, Dharmaraya, Nakula, Sahadeva twins, and last Arjuna in the chariot here with the soldiers. So this is Arjuna. Last in the chariot I told you. He is Arjuna, Krishna, chariot and soldiers here. Who is with the chariot here, na? Soldiers here, na? He is Arjuna. And Nakula, Sahadeva twins. They are sitting on same carving throne. And this is Dharmaraya, Yudhishthira sitting on different carving throne here. Did show here. And Bhima is holding Gada. Who is holding Gada? He is a Bhima. And this you can see this is a Kurukshetra war. What is happened 18 days war in the Mahabharata, that story they count here. In the Kurukshetra you can see this side Pandavas, opposite you can see Kaurava sculptures. How don't pay Pandavas? Because you can see Krishna sculpture in the Pandava chariot. Where you can see Krishna, this is the Krishna. This side, Arjuna, yeah, because Krishna is holding the wheel and conch in the hand.
Okay, where is Krishna?
Here. He is holding wheel and conch here. He is a rider of the Arjuna chariot, na?
Yes.
So they are Pandavas this side, and opposite Kauravas. And this side you can see on the top here, sir. Kaurava, Pandava, they are playing their game on the top here. Pagade. But the Pandava they lost this game here.
Yes.
Then Dushasana is losing Draupadi Sadi. Vastraparna is happening there.
Yes.
And here you can see middle Bhishmacharya sleeping on bed of heroes.
Yeah.
And Arjuna is first heroes in the body here. You can see Arjuna Krishna sculpture there. And sleeping on the arrows. And this is Bhima Duryodhana fighting by the Gada. But Bhima is defeated Duryodhana. When he defeated him, Duryodhana he is hiding inside the water. Vaisampai lake. How don't you have water here? Because you can see cells here, fish and lotus flower there. This is symbolic of water. He is seated inside the lake. They want to see here. And this side you can see Ramayana story also. But you go everywhere in India, they count the Ramayana Mahabharata sculptures in the temples there. But they did not write the stories. But here they have written the story also in 8th century AD in the Sanskrit language and old Kannada script. They have written the story also here. You can see Rama, Lakshmana, Sita. They have written names. And Lakshmana, he cut the Surpaniki nose. They have written here under this sculpture. And Surpaniki, she went to Sri Lanka after cut nose. And she complained. She did complain to brother here. She has given complaint. When she has given complaint here, Ravana sent soldiers. But Rama soldiers, they defeated Ravana soldiers. Then Marches came here. He is doing meditation. He became a golden color deer like this here. Sita, when she saw the deer, she asked her husband here, yes, I want this deer. Rama, he followed deer. He could not get it. Then he killed it by deer. He killed the deer here by the archery. It is a died here. Then Ravana came in South form, kidnapped the Sita, went to Sri Lanka by Pushpakuman. These are Pushpakumans here. And Jatayu bird stopped to kidnap here, cut the wings and died it is. And after kidnapped the Sita, and this is Sanskrit language and old kind of script I told you. Yeah, Sanskrit language. Come this side, sir, please. And that is continuing this column here. Please come here. You know, after kidnapped the Sita, Vanasena, they made the bridge between India and Sri Lanka. Vanasena. This is Rama Setu. Hanuman is going to Sri Lanka. When he is crossing the ocean here, one demon tried to eat him. Spit from the mouth here. going to Ashokavana, fighting with Indrajita. He is the son of Ravana. But the Indrajita defeated Hanuman, brought to Ravana palace here, and Hanuman he could not sit on the ground level. In front of the Ravana, he did not sit on the ground level here. His tail made like a chair here, seated on the tail. When he seated on tail higher than Ravana Simhasana, Ravana became angry. Then Ravana he told to soldiers, put the fire, burn this tail. How is sitting on the tail here? I am looking him. They put the fire here, try to burn this tail. But Hanuman he is jumping on the Lanka town here and he burning everything of Lanka town. After he burnt everything of Lanka town here, people who they lost the houses in Sri Lanka, they are weeping and crying on the top here. They are weeping. This is the whole Ramayana story. They carved in only two pillars.
They carved in
Two pillars only. And this is the Gurukula Shikshana sir on top. So in those days, how they were learning education? They were learning education in the forest. Teacher is there, cottage here, and under the tree is a teaching education with the students also. This is called Gurukula. It is very famous in the Kerala also. And this is the therapy. This lady, therapy. It is called herbal leaves bed therapy. This lady, she made the bed by the leaves here. Different kind of leaves. They used to bed here, sleeping on the bed. And she is increasing the health. It is called herbal leaves bed therapy. And these all things, couple sculptures here, happy couples. And decorated birds are here. Then in Hindu temple, sir, you can see Gana sculpture like this. They are playing with garland here. So where you can see Gana sculpture like this, na, come this side, Ganas. And where you can see Apsara like this, na, Apsaras. You think in mind here. So these sculptures, they carved in Hindu temple for equality of the heavens. When you are looking these sculptures in the temple, you think in mind, sir, oh, this temple it is equal to heaven. Because these are dancers in the heaven, Ganas. Jana were living on the earth here, Gana they are living in the heavens here. And Apsara also flying in the heavens, not flying on the earth here. But where you can see Ganas and Apsaras, the temple it is equal to heaven. You think in the mind everywhere. They show here like a curtain. Like vanity bag. Vanity.
Where is it?
This one. Just this one. Vanity bag used in 8th century by ladies. And this lady, she has a miniskirt dress here.
Modern.
This lady, she has a miniskirt dress here. That same lady, she has a bob cut hairstyle here.
Which cut?
Bob cut. Bob.
Bob cut. Haircut.
Bob.
In
Bob cut.
1800 AD.
1300 years back.
1300
And this lady, she has a bikini. You know, then you can see this lady, she has a bikini dress also, bikini, short skirt. Bikini it is called it in modern days. So bikini dress, mini skirt, bob cut, vanity bag used in 8th century AD. Yeah. And this you can see, this is the churning the ocean, Sagara Mantana, Samudra Mantana story. Amrita Mantana story it is. Churning the ocean here. Samudra Mantana on the top, you can see this one. This is a Wali is a Hanuman. He is churning one time. Samudra Manthan also for getting the Amruta, he did not get there here. It is not in the Valmiki Ramayana story. Water milk on this sculpture here. That's why it is not used to worship. It is not opened here. It is not used to worship by the local people. Only this lingam it is used to worship here. And in front of this temple you can see this is two sculptures, lady sculptures are here. These are Ganga and Yamuna river who they are holding umbrella on the head here. Ganga, how do you identify Ganga river? Because Ganga she is standing on the crocodile. Crocodile it is a vehicle of Ganga river you can see here. Who they are standing on the crocodile? That lady, she is a Ganga. And Yamuna, she was standing on the turtle here. It is a broken. But Ganga Yamuna river, they carved here for the Pavitrate. What is the Pavitrate? In those days, architect, he think in mind here, before you come to temple, suppose you don't get water in the river, water tank, or taking bath here. What you will do there? In the time you don't go away from the temple. If you don't take the bath, please come inside the temple, no problem here. You cross these two rivers, because rivers are here, directly. So when you cross these two rivers, it is equal to bath inside the Ganga Yamuna river. Without water, you can take the bath. Go there here and take pictures allowed there inside and take darshan also. Yes, you can go there, sir. They should have 7 parts with the 4 sculptures. 4 sculptures they use like ornaments, I told you. Inviting couples, doorkeepers, Shankanidhi Padmanidhi sculptures and Ganga Yamuna rivers. This 4 sculpture they use like an ornament of Hindu temple. So without of ornament we cannot live here Hindus. Male and female both are there. So every one person at least one ornament also they are wearing on the body here. What is that? I don't know. For example, watch, ring, something like that here. But not ornament, it means not only gold and silver. So what you are wearing threads here na on the body here, there is also ornament in Hindu culture. This also ornament. What is the Nandi and Shivlingam is these are good conditional, not destroyed by the why who they destroyed here? Rajak people. You know Rajak people once upon a time they came from Hyderabad here. From the Hyderabad sir, Golconda. But who they came here? Rajak people. They came here for the robbing in night time only. They came here for the robbing properly. It is the first intention. Second intention, when they were coming for robbing here, na, where they are looking the live temples here, Hindu temples here, they destroyed, disfigured. That's why we call them here, Rajak people in South India, Murti Banjaka. Murti Banjaka, it means destroyed the temples and sculptures here. But they destroyed another temples here, but it is not destroyed. That Nandi Shivlingam, that is a Nandi Shivlingam, everything is destroyed that side. Why it is not destroyed here? Because Rajaka people, when they came here in 16th century AD, 17th century AD also, people they lived inside this temple. Who they lived here, they protected here. Because where they lived here, na, they did not destroy the temple. People where did not live inside here, na, they destroyed the temple in outside. People they lived inside, I told you now. What we have records here? Because you can see here everywhere, you can see they made the holes here. You can see this is a hole. Why they made these holes here? These holes they made here for the trying the small animals. Everywhere in the pillar they made the holes like this here. You can see everywhere. You can see here. These holes they made here for the toying, bonding the animals, madam. Small animals, goat, sheep, cow, cow babies. They were toying here. But they were sleeping this side and that side. But small animals they were trying here, living with the small animals here, people inside this temple, and big animals they were trying in outside, bonding in outside here. So outside big animals they were trying na. So where animals they are living here, they are not coming also because suppose they try to come inside here, animals they are crying, shouting here. Suppose they are shouting here, people they wake up from the temple here also for Salabanjika sculptures. In South India, we call Shila Balike. Shila Balike, it means these are royal dancers of the kings in those days. So what they use the royal dancers in the court, na, that ladies sculptures they carved in temple here. I think royal dancers also they were respected people in those days. That's why they carved this Shila Balike sculptures. South Indian people, the sculptures we called Shila Balike. North Indian people they call the sculptures Salabanjike. Lion elephant. Lion elephant sculptures they carved here for the strongness of the temple. How these are strong here, animals, this temple also strong like that here. Don't touch this one, don't disfigure this one, don't destroy this one. They want to say by these animals. So elephant and lion, strong animals here. And in this temple you can see 3 Mukhamantapas. But east Mukhamantapa is main Mukhamantapa here. South and north Mukhamantapa both are here. In the crowd time they will open the south and north Mukhamantapas. On the wall you can see Shiva Purana or mythological stories there. But not a live temple here, come along with the shoes here. Virupaksha is live temple, but it's not a live temple.
It's not live actually.
It is not a live. And please quick and fast here. Come fast.
Come fast. Oh.
But you know, this temple is not completed by the Chalukyan sculptors are here. You can see so many pillars are incomplete and so many sculptures are incomplete here. And this is not more delicate carvings also here. So according to scholars, I'm telling you, Chalukyan architects and sculptors first they carved Elder Queen temple, Virupaksha temple. After they carved that Virupaksha temple, they came to carving here. But when they came to carving here, King was died in the state here. So after he died here, it stopped the work here by the sculptors. Because next king who they came here, he did not give the money for this construction and carving here. So first queen temple is more decorated by the sculptures. But second queen temple it is, I told you. So Virupaksha temple, Mallikarjuna temples we called here in Pattadakal queen sister temples. But there is a more decorated by the sculptures. Because that is a perfect by the sculptors. And in this temple you can see Bhagavata story, Panchatantra story. So you can see Krishna, he born the Kamsaka jail. Vasudeva and the changing babies here. Bhagavat, born and live. Life of Krishna. And this is the Putana Rakshasa giving the milk here. Putana. Putana. And this you can see Govardhanagiri. Krishna is lifted Govardhanagiri. And here Krishna is killing different kind of demons here, Rakshasas. And here Krishna sitting in the Mutra palace and people they dancing in front of the Krishna here. So this is a Bhagavata story. And this you can see Bhakta Markandeya story also. You know, Bhakta Markandeya has only 14 years age here. After he crossed Bhakta Markandeya, he won death in the life here. But he crossed the 14 years now. So Yamais came to kill him. because he has only 14 years age. When he came to kill him here, Bhakta Markandeya, he came to Shiva's temple and he requested to Shiva, Shiva, I am only 14 years, sir. I am a child man. I am not a young, I am not a old here. Why you given only 14 years here? You please increase my age. He requested like that. When he requested like this, now Shiva has increased his age here. So when he increased the age here, now Yama is go back to hell. And he live on the earth here. So in Hindu Purana, mythological stories, Bhakta Markandeya and Satyavana Savitri husband, they got it won in the death here. Jeet. Man jeet kiya. So like a son's culture, royal families, king go. Why it is not worship? Because Nandi's dams are outside. It is the same architecture like that. Nandi Mantapa, there is a fallen down here. Dwara Mantapa fall down here. Rajaka people, they came here in 16th, 17th century for the robbing of Karnataka property and robbing of Kerala property also. They came from Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. When they were coming here and where they are looking the temples here now, they destroyed everywhere here. But they were coming here at night time, not daytime. But this is destroyed by the Rajaka people here in night time. If you go to Hampi temples destroyed by the Sultan people, Deccan Sultans, kings and soldiers. So this will leave it, sir. And come this side here, in this temple you can see Panchatantra stories. Can see? This is a crocodile and monkey story. Crocodile monkey story, Panchatantra. Panchatantra story is written by North Indians, Vishnu Sharma. It is came to South India by the Durga Simha. So these are good friends, crocodile monkey. You know the story? They have given some blueberry fruits here, and this crocodile it is given to wife also. They wife asked the heart of the monkey here. That story.
In Kerala,
yes. What is saying the story here? You before you make yes. What is saying the story here? You before you make the friendship, you think their character. And this is a mongoose and woman story. Can see woman mongoose. And this lady, she has mungu in the house here, and she has mungus and woman story. Woman, she has mungus here, and this lady, she has baby also. She kept in the cradle baby. She went outside for bring the water here, and before she went outside here, she is telling to mungus, watch my baby, watch my baby. Panchatantra. And when it's saying to mungus here, watch my baby, she went outside here. Snake is getting down in the cradle. Mungus attack on the snake here and kill the snake. This is the main complex, sir. Only one temple in outside, there is a Jain temple. You know, everywhere. Jain temple, they are far away from the village on top of the mountain. Because in those days, Jain monks were staying inside temple without clothes. It is hesitate to civilization. That's why everyone kings, they build Jain temple far away from the village. He also same. Jain temple is outside, Hindu temples in one complex. But 4 temples most important in this complex, I told you. You can see from here, all the 4 temples. That is the Galaganatha temple. That is famous for North Indian. This is Sangameshwar temple, famous for South Indian. They are famous for only architecture, nothing inside. And Virupaksh temple, Chalukyan temple built by the 2 queens. Mallikarjuna temple, Mallikarjuna, Virupaksh temple built by 2 queens here. So Virupaksh temple, they have Shiva Purana, Vishnu Purana, Ramayana, Mahabharata, main stories. But Mallikarjuna temple you have seen here, you know the Bhagavata story and Panchatantra story. You know, if you come to South India, sir, come. Only 2 rulers they ruled this South India. Only 2 rulers ruled this South India. Ruled Chalukyas and Pallavas. So Chalukyas they ruled North Kerala, Goa, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh. Totally they ruled 7 states here. But Pallavas they ruled only Tamil Nadu and south part of Kerala only. Really.
Sri Lanka.
No, but a little bit of Sri Lanka, but not more there, sir. I think some people they are saying here they went to Sri Lanka, but they ruled or not ruled. We don't know records here. But I'm telling about the India only. South India. Yes, very strong people. But Chalukyas when they were ruling here, Pallavas and after who they came here, not only Chalukyas. After Chalukyas who they ruled here, sir. Pallavas and also did not cross this boundary here because they were more powerful. Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Kalyani Chalukyas also. They were more powerful here. And capital Badami. Badami was capital, but in the Badami they built the palace by the tree wood, but that is destroyed by the next kings. Next king Rashtrakutas they came here, they destroyed, burnt here. And just to take picture from here, you can get all the temples in one photography from here. Group photo. Very close.
Good name, please.
My name is
nice session.
Panchu. My full name is Panchaya, but Panchu you call me. Totally 3 kind of temple architectures in Karnataka state here. sandstone temple architecture, granite stone temple architecture, and basalt stone temple architecture. Basalt. So basalt is very soft in Belur habit. Belur habit. So sandstone temple architectures you can see in Badami, Pattadakal mainly. Granite stone temple architectures you can see in Hampi and surrounding of Hampi. Okay na?
In that time,
But basalt stone temple architectures you can see in Belur, Halbid, Somanathapura near Mysore.
കർണാടകയിലെ മറ്റു വേൾഡ് യുനെസ്കോ സൈറ്റുകളായ ഹംപി, ബേലൂർ ഹലീബിയുടെ തുടങ്ങിയ എപ്പിസോഡുകളൊക്കെ ഞാൻ ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനിൽ കൊടുക്കാം. ബദാമി, ബീജാപ്പൂർ, ഐഹോൾ എപ്പിസോഡുകളൊക്കെ ഉടൻ അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്യും. അപ്പോൾ മറ്റൊരു എപ്പിസോഡ് കാണുന്നവരേക്കും ഗുഡ് ബൈ.